Hey, what's up, everybody? James and Cooper here from the BPX team. So, for those who have tuned in, you kind of know how this goes, but for anybody that might be tuning in for the first time, we are going to randomly select the cards for our next few auctions. So, today we are going to select 10 cards for weekly 12, 10 cards for weekly 13, and 10 for 14. We're also going to pick the cards that are going in our next live auction. So, we got these kind of tiered off how we usually do by estimated values and such. We have 4 tiers for our auction site. Tier 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 4 cards coming from tier 1, 3 coming from tier 2, 2 coming from tier 3, and 1 from the headliners. That'll be the same way for weekly 12, 13, and 14. And then we have our live auction tiered off into 2. We're going to pick about 22 from tier 1 and 5 from tier 2 there. So, I think that kind of just covers how things are going to go. For anybody that hasn't already checked things out, we have our weekly live. So you can go over to the site, check out everything that's live right now for weekly 10. Next week we'll have weekly 11 coming as well. So pretty cool stuff in both of those auctions. But we'll go ahead and dive into the selections for weekly 12. That's what we're going to knock out first.
Let's randomize it.
Randomize this.
All right, let's roll.
All right, 20. Jordan Poole.
He just got traded. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
Just got traded in a big trade with, who was it, the Wizards?
Yeah, so this card obviously was drafted by the Warriors. Blue Prism is pretty cool, but he's now a Wizard. He'll probably be the number 1 option there with the Wizards. They just let go of Bradley Beal in a trade to the Suns and Porzingis with the Celtics, so it should be exciting. I don't know what that necessarily means for his market right now, but it should be exciting to see him in that role.
Hope there's some pretty girls in Washington.
20, no way. 19, all right.
Kobe. Yep, I mean, one of the greatest to ever do it. Not much more we can say about Kobe.
It's one of those inserts with the coding on it still, too.
Oh, yeah, those are always sick. Those are always awesome cards.
Next, we got Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. My opinion, I think he's probably the second greatest quarterback ever behind Tom Brady. He's probably my number 2, and it just really brings the question, like, how many Super Bowls would Tom Brady have won if Peyton Manning didn't exist? Would he have gone? Or Eli, yeah. If neither of the Manning brothers were born, would Tom Brady have 10, 12 rings? It's kind of crazy. But, he's probably the second best ever. He's the most MVPs ever. He should have more MVPs than he has. So, he's one of the greatest to ever do it.
And our last one for this tier is going to be number 9, Trae Young.
Trae Young. You think the Hawks need to move on from Trae Young, or you still think they're gonna try to build around him? You think the experiment's over now?
I think they need to keep him, but if they want to let him go, I'm full game for him going to the Lakers. If he goes anywhere else, I would love for him to stay in Atlanta. I like to see the Hawks actually do decent. I don't know, I have this weird love for the Hawks just because when I lived in Georgia, they were the local team. First NBA game I went to, but I like Trae. He's a really electrifying dude, so it's another pretty cool card to hit.
Super fun to watch.
But that wraps it up for this first tier here. We got the Trae Prism rookie signatures, Ultimate Collection signature of Peyton Manning, the Kobe Bryant rookie from Stadium Club, the coding, and the Jordan Poole Blue Prism PSA 10.
Sweet.
Next from this tier, we're going to have 3 cards.
Randomize that range. Got 19. Generate. Hit again. 14. Derek Jeter. One of the most popular baseball players ever, being the captain of the Yankees, which is probably one of the biggest markets in sports, not just baseball, and being the face of that team for so many years, winning all those World Series. Super iconic player. I feel like everyone knows the name. He's a household name at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Next we got Charizard.
There's another household name, but a household name for TCG. Probably the biggest name in TCG. His cards always fetch the most money. This is a 1999 first edition holo, and it just happens to be in Spanish, but it's still a super awesome piece for a Pokemon collection. Last one.
And lastly from this tier, we got number 13.
Joe Burrow. I would say he's probably the second best quarterback in football right now, in my opinion. But yeah, he's really established himself as that guy in Cincinnati. He's turned that Cincinnati team around where they sucked for a lot of years, and they drafted Joe Burrow, and now they're a contender. They look like they're going to be a contender for the next couple of years. So
future's bright for a guy
yeah,
like
I'm really
Joe
excited to see how Joe Burrow's career is going to play out at the end of the day. So that concludes this tier.
Yep. So Charizard, Spanish Charizard, first edition hollow, the Diamond purple auto of Joe Burrow, and SP foil, 8.5 of Jeter there. So that's pretty cool.
Yep, it's a hard grade in that Jeter card.
All right. Next, we got 2 cards coming from this tier.
Oh man.
Number 8, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, is that a refractor? It's a refractor BGS 9.5. Soto's kind of bouncing back right now. He's been hitting the ball better as of recently. I guess he's made some swing adjustments to try to figure it out. Has he been in kind of a slump? We call it a slump, but Juan Soto in a slump is still better than almost every hitter in the league. So yeah, he's a really scary player when he gets going. So he's definitely one of the best in the game.
All right, and our last card from this tier is going to be number 6.
Fleer, Dennis Rodman, PSA 10. The Worm. One of the best defensive players ever, hustle players ever. That dude was 6. How tall is he? 6'6", 6'5"? He's not a tall dude.
I'm not sure exactly how tall he was. He wasn't necessarily the tallest center for sure, but
he'd go out there and he'd get rebounds.
He's defending your best post player. Yeah, he was that guy.
He was the Draymond of those Bulls teams. Just that anchor that they had in the lineup.
Yeah, and even in his younger days with the Pistons, that's where he got his real fire. I feel like from playing with some of those veterans there. Pretty cool card there for sure.
Yep. Second concludes.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess I should recap there, but yeah. So Soto refractor there, BGS 9.5, and again Dennis Rodman, 1988 Fleer PSA 10. And that brings us to our headliner for the weekly 12 auction. I'm gonna randomize this range. Get this to 7. 4.
Number 4, what we got?
Ooh, King Griffey Jr.
Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
This is a game that I know a lot of people have a lot of fond memories playing. It's one of the most popular baseball games ever. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the first ever baseball video game. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah, it's an awesome game, graded a 9.6 by Wada, which is a super high grade for a game from that long ago. So, yeah, it's an awesome, awesome game right there. And that concludes Weekly 12.
Yep, so now we're going to run it back. Right back through and pick out Weekly 13. Trying to move so fast.
You got it.
All right.
All right, so we're back here.
Back to tier 1, same thing. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1 as we go up in tiers. Going to randomize this again. All right.
6.
Number 6.
Luis Robert. He's actually he's had a really good year this year, sneakily. The White Sox, they kind of suck, but he's had a really good bounce back year. He had a really bad injury last year, and he's been knocking the cover off the ball. I think he's close to 20 home runs already. So with his defense, he's one of the best defenders in center field. If he's hitting, 30, 40 bombs, he's one of the best players in baseball. So yeah, super exciting guy to watch.
I personally like the set.
You like Allen and Ginter? I think
it has a nice classic look to it, so pretty cool one for sure. Ooh, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson,
dual gold auto. I know James is gonna like this card because James is a big Trevor Lawrence fan. But
yeah, I was in a coin flip for this one, in the drop it was in. It was a prize in one of our former drops, and had a 50-50 chance at winning it, and the other guy got it.
R.I.P.
But it's up for consignment now, so that's how it goes. If I want to buy it, I can. And I mean, it's a pretty cool card. It's a nice on-card auto of both players. Pretty sure it was gold autograph too, not
nice
the
and thick,
traditional
nice
blue.
thick gold autographs.
Obviously, Zach Wilson, things haven't panned out for him the way he would have wanted so far, but I still think he has some potential once Aaron Rodgers steps away from the game to step back into that starting role.
Hopefully, he can mentor him a little bit, get him, balling out.
But yeah, pretty cool card there. Next, we got number 7.
Just going in order. Michael Jordan. Uh, if you don't have him as the greatest of all time, you definitely have him as the second greatest of all time. I mean, he's an iconic player. He's bigger than the sport. I mean, people still getting robbed for their Jordans. Never heard of anyone getting robbed for LeBrons. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and lastly, for weekly 13 in this tier, we have number 15,
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing, one of Jordan's rivals.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy that we got them back to back. But Ewing was an animal in New York, and I remember when there was the whole idea that the people thought, because the first ever draft lottery was Patrick Ewing's, the year Patrick Ewing was in the draft. It was the first ever draft lottery, and if you go back and watch the clip, you'll see the commissioner. He kind of puts in one of the names into the thing, and he dings the corner on it. When he puts it in, he dings the corner on it, putting it in. And then the guy that goes to pick it goes straight for the one with the ding corner, pulls it out. It's the New York Knicks. And so a lot of people think that it was rigged. So that way the Knicks, they knew Patrick Ewing was going to be a star, and they wanted him to play in a big market, so they wanted him to go to New York. So a lot of people think it was rigged, but just a little bit of a conspiracy theory. It's not a story; it's a conspiracy theory.
It's pretty funny because the Knicks still have not won a championship since drafting Patrick Ewing.
Yep.
But you gotta love it. But yeah, quick rundown for this tier. We got Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, dual auto from Pen Pals, Luis Robert, Alan Ginter, Chrome Refractor Auto, orange number to 15, PSA 10. We got the Fleer Skybox Premium Competitive Advantage, Michael Jordan, and Patrick Ewing autograph, Patrick Ewing autograph, BGS 95. So next we're going to take 3 from this tier for this auction. Let's see. Got 16.
Yep.
All right. Trae Young. PSA 10.
Talked about him earlier. He's an awesome player to watch. Super fun. A lot of people enjoy watching him play. So, yeah, he's just an awesome player.
Ooh, Serena.
Wow.
Go ahead, watch.
The GOAT of women's tennis and one of the greatest female athletes ever. From an athletic standpoint, she's an absolute freak of nature. She's built like a man. And she was so dominant in her prime. It's one of the most dominant streaks an athlete we've ever seen, up there with Tiger Woods winning the Tiger Slam in terms of dominance in your sport. Yeah, she's one of the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, for sure. And lastly, for this tier, we have
James Harden
autograph.
A straight bucket getter right there.
Yeah.
I remember when James Harden's peak, man, when he won that MVP, man, that dude felt like he was dropping a 40-point triple-double every night. It was just a routine thing.
2009 is his rookie year, too.
Yeah, I believe so.
I think him and Steph were the same rookie year.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the definition of a bucket getter. You give him the ball, he gets you a bucket. You know,
for sure.
That's
He's
his
caught a
job.
little bit of criticism lately, but I like Harden. He's really exciting to watch. For sure.
He used to be really good at drawing fouls, which is actually a skill. I consider it a skill, the ability to draw fouls. And he was one of the best to ever do it when it comes to that skill.
And exquisite, too. I mean,
Yep.
You don't see that floating around often.
Not.
This has to be one of the last years from him, right?
Yeah, it has to be one of the later runs.
But yeah, so we got the Serena Net Pro Elite there, PSA 10, Trae Young, Purple Pulsar Prism PSA 10, and the rookie James Harden autograph exquisite for this tier. Next, we're going to take 2 for this one. And let's go. 9. Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz. Do you like Jazz? He's currently hurt, I believe, last time I checked. But he's an awesome player for the Marlins. He's super fun to watch, super charismatic guy. In all of his interviews, he seems like he's one of the most genuine, just nicest guys in the world. He's super friendly, super outgoing, and yeah, he's a really easy guy to root for. So I'm definitely a fan of his.
Yeah, awesome card there. I mean, Topps Chrome, orange auto, orange number 25. I mean,
Yep. Do you like Jazz?
And next, the
Babe Ruth signed postcard.
postcard.
It's pretty sick. The Babe, probably the most iconic baseball player ever. And to have a signature of his, considering that he's deceased now, a signature of his is awesome in any form. People love Babe Ruth signatures.
Yeah, that's a sweet autograph on that one.
Yep.
For sure. But yeah, so recap there. You got the Jazz Topps Chrome Orange auto and the Babe Ruth cut auto and a postcard PSA DNA 9.
All right, we got one more.
Our Next headliner.
It is number 5. What we got? This is I'm actually super excited for this card. This is a card I might actually go for. We have a Larry Bird, Dr. J Magic scoring leaders, which is Magic and Larry Bird's rookie. Yes, they're on the same. Their rookie card is the same card, but it's autographed by all 3 of them. 3 Hall of Famers autographed on there. Big bold autographs. It's a 10 auto grade. I'm 100% sure because I remember this card vividly because this is one of my favorite cards that I think was on consignment. So I'm super excited for this card.
Yeah, this is same deal. Out of all the cards we were sent in, got some awesome cards. Not necessarily the highest value one that was sent in, but it's up there, and it's a sweet card, man. You see this card in top grades sometimes, like PSA 10s, it can go for a lot.
Oh, yeah.
For me, seeing the autograph on there,
I'd rather get the autograph one person. I just think the autographs are sick
exactly.
on that card. So all 3 of them. I mean, those are 3 legit Hall of Famers.
2 of them rookies.
2 top 10 players ever.
The 80s were the 80s of NBA basketball is Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Lakers, and nobody else. It's those 2 teams.
Well, it's not like the 70s. The 70s were the Sixers though with Dr. J.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's just an awesome card. 3 iconic players. Sure. Yes, sweet card. Super excited for that.
But yeah, so that does it for weekly 13 there.
I might win that card, to be honest with you.
That's gonna be a real cool one. Like seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna run it back for the last time today and go through and pick our items for weekly 14. Just gonna get this stuff out of the way. I'll just take it all the way down. Tier 1 is already there.
All right. Down to 17 this tier. We're gonna pick 4 more. 7. They put 7. All right. 15. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert tricolor prism. Ooh.
He's in his make it, break it. He's got to prove it this year, doesn't he? This is the year. He's got to prove that he's that guy. Just saying it over and over again. It's kind of became a joke now, but I mean, I'm not wrong. I feel like I'm not wrong. I feel like this is it. So, super excited to see what he does this year. He's a super fun player to watch, super talented. He's got all the talent in the world. So, see if he can put it together.
Next we have
Mickey Mantle. The most iconic baseball player in miniature baseball. There's a reason the 52 Mantle's the grail of sports cards. I mean, he's that guy, Mickey Mantle, one of the greatest to ever do it. People love collecting him. Not much more you can say about him.
Next we have Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
Good hitter to the next.
Yeah, this is a Topps update, which is a rookie card, 2011. And, I mean, he was the best player in baseball for the better part of a decade. When I started really following baseball pretty seriously, he was basically the best player in baseball until very recently with the rise of Shohei Ohtani. But I have a lot of people have fond memories of Mike Trout. He's one of the nicest guys in the league. So I've never heard a single person say a bad thing about him, man. People just love that guy, and I love him too for that matter. So
he seems like so cool, but also like still super humble. So.
Super humble, super nice guy, big family guy too, which everyone loves a good family man. So yeah, awesome card, an awesome player.
And lastly from this tier,
Already did 13.
Not lastly from this tier. This is lastly from this tier. Hunter Orrell, resignation letter.
Oh man, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know we had that.
This one went. This one actually went a while ago in auction. It went pretty high, I would say. But it was owned by our Barefoot DAO, and those items were also on consignment. We had a token over there for them to be in the auctions for consignment as well. So yeah, we were a little speculative on where to value this thing at. It's only has one sale in its history, and it's been held for nearly 2 years since that sale. So real interesting NFT here. For those who don't know, Hunter's gone full-time Web3. He has some of his own projects of himself. But this NFT was him kind of officially stepping away from his day-to-day that he was kind of managing and going full-time into NFTs, crypto, and Web3. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Super awesome NFT,
cool
if you ask me.
Of his story, for sure.
Yep, so that concludes Weekly 14 in this tier.
Yep, so again, we got Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, Justin Herbert, and Hunter Orrell's resignation letter.
Yep.
All right, so next we got 3 items coming from this tier.
13. Five.
All right, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronnie.
Chrome.
He's currently leading the MVP race in the NL due to stealing bases. He's on pace to steal. I think he's on pace to steal close to 60, 70 bases this year, and he's on pace to hit like 35 home runs. So came out the gates blazing hot. He's slowing down. I saw a stat where he's actually been getting slightly unlucky this year, which is just absolutely absurd to think about. That he's been getting unlucky, but that's just how good of a year he's been having. He's been playing out of his mind. So I'm glad to see that his knee's 100% now, and we're seeing the talent really.
What stat is that again? It's like where the balls that they hit, where they hit it into.
Yeah, there's exit velocity, launch angles, a lot of different factors taken into it for how much they expect that to be a hit. Okay. Yep. So
baseball stats and the metrics you can follow.
James has been getting into it. James has been getting deep into the baseball rabbit hole recently. All right, so next.
All right, our next card there, number 4, Vlad.
Vlad, from one young great baseball player to another. I mean, Vlad, he's one of the best pure hitters in baseball still. I mean, dude just puts the barrel on the baseball and hits the ball hard. He's not the best defender, but he kind of makes up for that with how good his bat is. He plays in the big market in Toronto, so he's probably going to be an all-star for many, many years to come because that's a very strong fan base they have out there. So, what happened?
That's signed out.
So I think you just hit sign in again.
Tony, can you cut this for a second? While I sign
full screen. Full screen.
I don't think it's happening.
Google loves to do this sometimes.
They do.
So they just randomly boot you out of there.
All right. Back on.
All right,
Wait,
yes, we're not.
What?
we're back. We out? We good?
It's funny time in there for sure. Which year are we in? 2?
Two. Yep, they were ready. Still a think seeker still.
All right. Boom.
We're back on. We're back on now.
Come back.
That was weird.
They just like to double check you still got your password.
Make sure you're still you. But yeah, let's go on to
But
the
yeah,
next.
one more in this tier. Number 12. Derek Jeter, Rivera, Pettit?
Yep.
Petit?
Pettit, Andy Pettit. So they were the big 3 players for the Yankees back in the early 2000s. Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettit. Pettit being a starting pitcher, Mariano Rivera being a reliever. Mariano Rivera is the best relief pitcher of all time in baseball history. Derek Jeter is iconic. He's a big name in the game. And then Andy Pettit was their ace. He was the guy that card out their game 1. So, yeah, they really defined that era of the Yankees, and a lot of Yankees fans love those guys. So, awesome card there.
Pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that wraps it up for this tier. We have 3 cards, all baseball from this tier, and all some pretty cool names. The Derek Jeter, Rivera, Pettit, triple auto relic there. Acuna Jr., Bowman Chrome. That's the first Bowman, pretty sure, right?
Yep.
BGS 95. And then Topps Update, Memorial Day camo number to 25 of Vlad Jr.
All right, so we got 2 cards for this tier.
Number 7.
Trae Young. We've had a lot of Trae Young today, but
Orange Prism PSA 10. Yep.
Trae Young's just a super fun player to watch. People love him. I mean, we already said what we need to say about him, I feel like, already.
For sure.
Other deed.
Other deed.
Wow, I still am a believer in the other deeds personally. I think they're gonna go back up. Yuga Labs is a great company. What they're doing over there, they know what they're doing. So yeah, they're definitely a project I trust.
And I can't say for sure what the traits were on this one off the top of my head. But I know we had 2 super cool other deeds that were consigned. So that'll be another awesome NFT. Nice to get those in the mix in some of these auctions lately. But yeah, recap there. You got the Trae Young PSA 10 Prism, Orange Parallel, and the Yuga Labs other deed. We're back to our headliners.
Holy 4.
Back to our headliners. There's one of these headliners in here that's been.
It's a banger.
It's been chilling for a while, and it's been looking for that spot. All right, Let's see. I just realized we had John here too.
Number 3.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto Blue Refractor. We already ran one of these, but people love these Juan Soto Blue Refractors. They're really hard to get your hands on because there's not a lot in circulation. But a lot of people are believer in Juan Soto, including me. I'm a big believer in Juan Soto and the talent, mega believer in the longevity of his career. I think he'll end up having an amazing career. He'll hit 3,000 hits, he'll hit 500 home runs, and he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer at the end of the day, I believe. So, yeah, I'm a big believer.
Who believes?
I'm a believer.
But no, Soto's great. Like Coop said, I've been seeing it too. He's starting to get hot lately, and Blue Refractor number to 150. It does not get too much better than this. So.
Does not. So that concludes our weeklies for this.
So yeah, that is our weekly 12, 14, 12, 14, and 13. It went out of order there, but yeah, that is our next 3 coming to the site there. So again, we still have some cards left. We will be back again to select those cards for the remaining at a later date. But for now, we're going to select our next live auction. We just had a live auction 2 days ago. We've been doing those bi-weekly on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. This is going to actually be our next live auction, which will be July 5th. It'll be July 5th, 8 p.m. That's a Wednesday in our Discord. So yeah, we got some pretty cool stuff lined up for selection here. Again, we've split these off to kind of keep our higher end stuff split out. But yeah, we're gonna pick 22 cards from this tier and then 5 from the next. So
started rating here at the office.
all right, let's get to it.
How many do we have?
68.
We're picking 22.
22 from here. Yeah, we should probably get some paper. A pen to keep that tally. Tony, can you pass us a pen from back there? Anything is good.
Yeah. All right.
See the hands?
That guy could beat Vince Carter 101.
All right. Let's roll.
26. Derek Jeter. Already talked about him. Faced the Yankees. Not much more we can say. Everyone knows the name. We're going to go a little bit faster through these two, try to speed it up a little bit. 12.
Next, we got number 12, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, hopefully he gets healthy soon, man. I hate seeing him hurt. He's one of my favorite players in baseball, and when he's healthy, we've seen what he can do when he stays healthy for a full season. So he's a dangerous man.
If he can get healthy in the right time, he can still have time to get in the groove.
Oh, yeah.
Playoffs rolling and all.
Are we going to get a third Yankee in a row?
29.
Luka. Where's he from? Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Yeah, Slovenia. Dude's a baller. Everyone knows the name. Super excited to see how his career ends up playing out. Hopefully they can get him some help.
Yeah, Kyrie's not it, but
Yep.
we love Luka for sure.
Will there be auctions at Nationals?
At Nationals? Like,
That's just the question I'm just reading it.
will there be auction? Is
Will
that
there
like?
be auctions at Nationals?
We're not going to run one on the
I don't
site
believe. Yeah, I don't
while we're
believe,
at the National.
I don't believe so.
So up next we got Kobe.
I know the plan is not like we're not planning on running one actually like at the show kind of thing. Obviously, we'll be
There might be one
promoting
after the
it,
show.
trying to get people aware of the auctions kind of thing like that. But yeah, we're not gonna run one there. And
Yep.
I do need to double check about the site, but I don't believe we're gonna run one on the auction site that week. Excuse me.
Whole office will be there, so probably not going to run one. Got Kobe, though. Can't say much about Kobe, as NRB said.
Yeah, the Z-Force Kobe. That's a pretty cool. I believe that's the insert there, right?
Yep. Still a sick card.
I got 12 again. So we got to go again. 39. Jalen Hurts, select die cut. Those select die cuts, I love the select die cuts. The die
James
cuts
is a big
make it
fan.
a little, it makes it just a little tougher to really speculate that grade on. I'm terrible at looking at raw cards myself, but
Are we at 5?
yes, we're at 5.
Yep. And
You
Jalen
find
Hurts.
those in that good grade, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. And Jalen Hurts, he proved himself last year. He's definitely a top quarterback in the league. So super excited to see how his career ends up playing out in Philly.
Next, 31 again. All right. 59. Pujols.
Albert Pujols, one of the greatest hitters of all time, 700 home run club. That's a very, very elite club to be in. The machine, dude would go up there every year, and you're getting 40 to 50 bombs and a 300 batting average out of him. He was just, he was a machine.
Next, we have. This is the third time we've got 31 on this.
This random number generator. These are some crazy
Wow.
odds.
All right, 8. Iron Man.
Iron Man. I've seen the movies. I love the movies. Iron Man's probably my favorite character. Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. does a great job playing Tony Stark in the movies, and he's made the character super, super iconic now. So, yeah, it's an awesome, awesome card for an awesome hero.
Oh, gosh.
You scrolled. Yeah.
All right, next we got number 12 again. Roll it again. Next we got number 38. Jackie Robinson.
Jackie, probably the most important baseball player ever. In my opinion, he's probably the most influential athlete of all time. Breaking the color barrier, it changed every single sport for the better. Getting diversity into sports, man, it was an awesome thing what he did, and he's he's bigger than baseball. He's bigger than sports. I mean, he's a actual national icon.
Sure.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty cool Jackie card coming there to the live.
Kobe.
Next we got Pat
24.
Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in football now. I think that's pretty proven himself this year. He's an absolute baller. When he's healthy, he's the best in the league, and no one can really argue it, I feel like, at this point.
All right, and next we have number 44, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei, the best player in baseball. He went from the best player in football to the best player in baseball. Shohei Ohtani looks like he's in track to another MVP this year. He's literally just unfair. I mean, he's 2 players in one. He's the best hitter in baseball, and he's a top 5 pitcher in baseball at the same time.
Yeah.
Just kind of unfair. It's really hard to compare any player ever all time to him. And I think if he can keep this up for 10 years, he might go down as the greatest baseball player of all time, which is very, very crazy to say, but he has the potential to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch how the rest of his career plays out for sure.
Yep.
Back to Herbert.
Herbert.
Mosaic Reactive Blue.
This is his year. Make it or break it right here. He's got to prove himself. Is he Phillip Rivers or is he that guy?
Yes, man.
I'm making
Phillip
kids.
Rivers, Hall of Famers. But yeah, those mosaics, pretty cool cards. I like that set. In the PSA 10 grade, top quarterback there. So
Halfway
love
through
it.
this tier.
We might have got 27 2 times in a row. Interesting. Here we are, though. 52. Mew. Ooh.
Ancient Mew game promo. This is a Pokemon card for the Pokemon 2000 movie, which personally I watched a lot as a kid.
Oh, I do remember this card.
yeah,
It's got that black and gold kind of look. Yeah. These were really cool, actually.
Awesome looking card, and it came with the movie, which I have a lot of fond memories watching that 2000 Pokemon movie. I used to watch it all the time with Mewtwo and Mew. Iconic Pokemon card right there. You didn't highlight, did you highlight? Oh, there's 2 of them.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize. Yeah, there are 2 of them. And that's not a mistake, because I remember the dude that consigned them. He sent 2 of them.
6. Joe Shiesty. I mean, Joe Burrow's that guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Another
so fun
Joe.
to watch.
Yeah, Joe, I mean, like Coop said, fun to watch. He's one of the top quarterbacks. He's probably, if you ask me, don't quote me on it and don't tell people I've said this publicly, but he might be number 2. He might be.
I'll publicly say he's the second best quarterback in the league. He's the second best player in the league. I'll say it. I'll stand by my takes.
But yeah, pretty cool card there. PSA 10 grade. Next we got number 22, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I'm not gonna lie, I love JB, but he might be on the chopping block.
I don't think
Celtics
so.
just got rid of Marcus Smart, and
No. I think getting rid of Marcus Smart was the right
Yeah.
move for them.
I do think if you're looking at Smart, Brown, Tatum, I think Smart was the right move. But
Here's my reason why. You ready for this? My reason? I have a very reason for this because they're the big 3, right? Was Smart, Tatum, Brown. Who's the first guy to get drafted out of that trio? Marcus Smart. Because of that, he was viewed as the leader, as the captain of that team. Even though he was the worst of the 3, he was viewed as the leader. So when the game was on the line, they're giving the ball to Marcus Smart. And now with him gone, that ball's going to be in
Which is
Jason
fun to
Tatum's
see.
hand. It's going to be in Jason Tatum's hand. He's going to be shooting those last-second shots to win games. And he's way more talented than Marcus Smart is. And I think it's going to change them for the better.
I always questioned if they were drawing those plays up for Smart, or if the ball was just ending up there.
He was the leader, so, I mean, they're going to give the ball to their guy. And
I think Jaylen Brown here. I mean, he is arguably the top player on the Celtics. A lot of people would say he's the second best, but
You definitely
it's
argue.
kinda
His
interesting
defense
to
is
see what they're
insane.
doing there. I think the big three that they do have, if they hold Porzingis, Brown, Tatum into the season, I think it's dangerous, really dangerous. Jaylen Brown's a guy that can give you 25 and 10. So
I think Tatum's gonna have to step into a leadership role this year, but I think he can do it. I mean, he's got all the talent in the world. The talent's not the question for Tatum. So
wow, caught up on the Celtics a little bit, but next card, number 43.
we're at 15.
We're at 15. Okay.
I hope I'm right.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss. He's got a verb named after him. You know, his name's so good it became a verb. You can moss someone. Yeah, I mean,
Bowman Chrome football cards too. Obviously, they phased out through the years, but I personally love Bowman Chrome football cards. Obviously, the older players are the ones you see them on, so they have that bit of nostalgia vibe there. But pretty cool card, of course. Like
Super
Coop
good
said,
player.
one of the top receivers of all time.
Yeah,
For our
easily.
generation, it was like you want to be Randy Moss on the field. So
check how many we are at. Were we at 15? Let's just count real quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yep. All right. So we got 7 more from this tier.
All right, 68. Last one on the list. Ooh, Zapdos.
From Pokemon Fossil. Oh, it's a pack. It's a sealed pack. So this is a sealed first edition foil of fossil pack. I don't know why I can't speak. A fossil pack with Zapdos on the front. Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno being the big chases out of the fossil set.
That pack, yep.
Yep. Super iconic Pokemon set. It's one of the first ones ever made. So yeah.
Clear my throat, gosh.
All right. I need a tissue.
Wait, you do need a tissue?
No, we good. We good. We good.
Number 16, Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander. He's one of the best pitchers of all time. He's coming to the tail end of his career, but there was a time there where he seemed to get better with age. As he got older, he kept getting better, and he's also married to Kate Upton, so he's obviously winning at life.
It's actually funny. One of the first big baseball moments I remember seeing on SportsCenter, and like it was impressionable. I think it was like late 2000s.
Was it the ad he did with Kate Upton?
No.
I remember that vividly when he did that ad with Kate Upton.
He had a
That was
no-hitter.
everywhere.
It was his play on the field. It was. I don't think
I
it
wanna
was a
say,
perfect
I
game.
learned
wanna say
about
it
him
was a
too.
no hitter, but
I learned about him through that ad with Kate Upton because it was everywhere, man. That ad was everywhere. You turn on ESPN, dude, you see that ad like 30 times. Like that was a very iconic ad, in my opinion.
I gotta check it out. I love a good ad. All right, for our next card here in the live, we got number 51. Ooh, a minor league PSA 10.
Derek Jeter. I mean, we already talked about Jeter. He's the most iconic Yankee ever, some would say. Him, Mantle, Babe, iconic players from an iconic franchise. So, yeah.
Next, we got Zach Wilson, Blue Prism.
Zach Wilson.
99.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Aaron Rodgers can get him moving in the right direction. And once Aaron Rodgers ultimately retires, which is coming soon, he's getting up there in years, Zach Wilson's ready to take back over, and he'll be a more polished quarterback, hopefully. So we'll see what Aaron Rodgers can do, see if he can teach him the ways.
Yeah, and those Blue Eyes Prisms.
Super
if you're
awesome.
a believer in that particular quarterback, getting a Blue Eyes Prism is pretty
I think-
sweet.
I think they look
PSA 10
sick.
grade already.
Yep.
It could be a steal for sure.
Yep.
31 again. Wow.
Man, we got 31 a lot.
Carmelo Anthony Prism.
Hoodie Mello just retired, sadly, but what an electric player to watch. I mean, everyone used to love watching him. He dropped 50 in the Garden. Was it 50 in the Garden or was it 60?
I'm pretty sure he had like 60.
Was it 60 in the Garden?
62,
62 in the Garden? Crazy.
He can score the ball for sure.
He was New
That's
York.
one thing. No rings, obviously, but he has those gold medals that are putting him in like. A lot of people don't realize how those gold medals are so like prestigious and elite, but Melo's in another class, man. To score the ball at the level he was able to score it at.
Man, that dude's jab steps are putting dudes in blenders. He didn't even have to move
Yeah.
to put dudes in blenders.
Definitely that ball control without dribbling is crazy. So, what number are we at now?
This is going to be 21.
21. We got 52. We already had 52. We got 65. Jason Tatum.
Just talking about Jason Tatum earlier, but he's going to step into a leadership role this year, and I think it could be good for him.
Yep, for sure.
I think if he turns into that guy in Boston, they're going to be a dangerous team if he's the leader in the locker room. If he's the leader, I would want to play him.
And
number Trey.
More Jeter.
Man, we got a lot of Jeter in this
Love to
live,
see
but
it.
everyone loves Jeter, so it's definitely worse players you can get than Derek Jeter. So, yeah, we already talked about him a bunch, but a super iconic Yankee player. Not much more we could say.
But yeah, I'll try to give a quick rundown through this tier of the live. We got 22 items here. We got the pennant run PSA 10 of Jeter, rated rookie Donruss of Burrow PSA 10, Iron Man SGC 9. We got Bowman top draft picks. That might be Bowman. Top. Picks.
Tops. It's a Bowman, I think.
Wait, that is Bowman. That's right.
Yep.
Aaron Judge PSA 10. We got the Verlander pristine uncirculated bronze PSA 9. We got Jaylen Brown Donruss Optic PSA 9. PSA 8 Patrick Mahomes Donruss. Jeter autograph. BGS. Tied up there. Justin Herbert Mosaic Reactive Blue PSA 10. Luka Doncic Panini Threads PSA 10. The Kobe Bryant rookie Z-Force BGS 9.5. Blue Ice Prism number 99 PSA 10 of Zach Wilson. Jackie Robinson Premier Remnants PSA 6. Jalen Hurts Select Die Cut Maroon PSA 10. Randy Moss Bowman Chrome rookie PSA 10. Shohei Ohtani. It's a rookie card from him too, 2018. Yeah, PSA 10. Upper Deck Jeter for the minor league set, PSA 10. This is Mewtwo.
Yes,
We just
it's
leave
Mew.
Mewtwo
It's
off
Mew.
there?
It's Mew.
Oh, she's just muting that.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta break it down for the
Mewtwo's
Pokemon
in the
folks
game,
like
but
me.
it's Mew.
But yeah, the Ancient Mew game promo from the Pokemon movie, PSA 8. Albert Pujols Topps Archives, number 99 there, SGC 9.5. Carmelo Anthony Prism, PSA 9. Jason Tatum Panini National Convention number 399, PSA 10, and the Pokemon Fossil First Edition pack, PSA 9.
Yep, and that's 22.
Wow. All right.
All right, so we're picking 5 now.
5 more
A lot
left
easier.
for this live, and then we are wrapping this up. Yep, let's get to it. 16.
Number 8.
8, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle. Already
BGS
talked about him,
4.5.
but one of the most iconic baseball players ever. Super, super collectible in the vintage hobby. People love Mickey Mantle, so you can't ever go wrong, Mickey.
Next, we have number 5, Ohtani Bowman's Best.
Shohei, yeah, best player in baseball. He's 2 players in one. Kind of crazy.
All right, next we have number 15,
Another Derek Jeter.
Or Jeter. You gotta love it. PSA 10.
Racking up the Jeter this time, man. All this Jeter getting used in this one.
Number 12,
Lugia. Ooh. Lugia is an awesome legendary Pokemon from the games, from the second game, Silver and Gold. It's got awesome design, in my opinion. He controls the seas. He's like master of the oceans, basically. And yeah, he's a super awesome Pokemon.
All right, and our last one from this tier, and for this live auction, I'll get my mouse stop right. I think we just got 12 again.
8.
8 again. 6, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Prism.
Yeah,
Ooh, number to 60, Brilliance Orange.
Kobe's that guy. I mean, after his passing,
Second year Prism.
he was already an icon before his passing. So, yeah, awesome card there of an awesome player. I couldn't ask for a better player, in my opinion.
Yeah, so quick rundown again of this tier. We got the Ohtani Bowman's Brush Refractor, PSA 10. The Kobe Bryant Prism, Brilliance Orange, number to 60, PSA 10. Topps Mickey Mantle, Beckett 4.5. The Pokemon Lugia, it's a Genesis Hollow, BGS 9. And the Jared Jeter Rookie, PSA 10. So, yeah, it's going to be another good live auction there. Love the mix we got there. We do have a good bit of Jeter, but like Coop said, people love Jeter, so no problem having a good bit of his cards there. But yeah, so again, for those who are watching or might view this, remember we have our weekly auction ending this Sunday at 9 p.m. Extended bidding starts. It's going to push each auction 20 minutes. So if you're bidding, be sure to stick around a little bit, prepare for that. We have our general auction next week. That's going to be closing on Thursday of next week, followed by another weekly auction. Again, for those who might be wondering, things will keep rolling as the holiday rolls around. We're going to have a live auction here in Discord
On the 5th.
On the 5th, the day after the 4th of July. So be prepared. I know some people might be doing some traveling and things like that. So if you're looking at participating in that still, just make sure you have that in your mind. We'll also have an auction, another weekly auction in that week. So, yeah, we're just going to keep the ball rolling here. Nationals rolling up soon. So for those
Super
of you who are
excited for
planning to
that.
see National or to come out to National, yeah, we'll see you there. We got a lot of big things planned. Like Coop said, we're all pretty excited. Excited to go out there.
Meet everyone. See faces.
See faces we haven't seen in a while. Sell some HTH. Get some more cards on consignment. So yeah, should be a good time. But hope you guys have a great weekend. If we don't do this again, and hope you have a good holiday too. But yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think it covers it all.
All right, we're out.